Please don't blame this.
Who are you?
I'm Lu Jun. Here's what happened.
So
Honestly, it gives me...
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to...
I see. It's an unusual situation. Maybe I should gather more...
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm...
What are those people?
Yeah. Those werewolf monsters are known. The Borisin have been a powerful force for a long... Their presence has faded over...
According to that officer, they attacked an...
Yeah. That's what I find well, enough with the chit-chat. I'd love to chit-chat a... Thank you, but... By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword.
I doubt you. Perhaps.
All right, let's not keep...
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there.
There sure are a lot.
Success.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh,
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my... Oh. Allow me to... Arbiter General of...
To be so.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Luofu, same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jing Yuan? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Dan Heng, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Luofu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Luofu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Huayan.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Luofu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yun Li.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introduction.
What a coincidence!
Oh? Now?
She helped me capture the escaped Borisin prisoners at the Starskiff Haven.
Your flying sword?
Yes, it is.
Nope.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. By the way, if I hadn't caught it...
Hold on a sec, Yun Li. You...
So much for...
What did you just...
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, with all due respect...
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is steep?
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it.
You...
Hey!
It's a small misunderstanding, and an Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to do. I'll find another chance to talk with you.
That's so kind of you.
Please forgive me for cut...
You needn't apologize.
All right, Yun Li.
Yeah.
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, see if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive.
I'm on it. Looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. Well, it's not exactly it. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
It is the Lawfu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond me.
You're overthinking it, Jingyuan. However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to... So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xian... The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the law. She has come specifically. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet?
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
As soon as she disembarked from the Star Skiff, she mentioned having something to...
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message.
Master heard about a spectacular view in...
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being...
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was once with admire both of you.
Drat. I forgot to ask. Unacceptable. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would... by the way, I don't know if it's just me.
Reserve?
Maybe I'm...
No, you're not. When I entered the palace...
That's right.
Well, that's what makes...
What's so unusual?
The war dance is just a small festival. Huh. Maybe they've come to...
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Lawfu fall victim to the disciples of Saint...
Don Chu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the...
The ambrosial art...
Yes. It's undeniable once the spark of suspicion is kindled.
What was...
Aw, I was so excited. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Zhuming diplomatic...
An alchemist from the Zhu...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Duck, the General is under tremendous...
come on.
Miss March is right. Still, I'll do...
He looks like he...
this...
no worries. We're pretty... What's with you turning into a scaredy cat?
Well, since you're willing to help.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burn...
That toxic voice sounds familiar.
You know what? This isn't my first, but straight up snatching eyepiece.
Just as I've...
I'm hearing you loud and clear. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll... You jerk! Who... Staying on the Xianzhou, are you?
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express?
Trouble caused by the IP...
Looks like you've met this IPC worker. I was sent here to deal with the...
As you know, this is Mr. Scott.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention...
Like I wanted to come back.
What do you mean by snatched?
Why did you bring the cargo?
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items.
Even if there are dangerous items.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days.
I understand, but we don't need to
In most cases, we don't. However, our scan...
Biological tissue?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are...
Oh, really? Fine!
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn. I heard how you helped Aramali.
What are you guys whispering about over there?
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations, too. According to Article 4,
The Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about...
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement.
well, that makes sense, but how can we... even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property?
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott? If there's any damage after the inspection, the Express...
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah, they will compensate you.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to...
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that...
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married to him, we both need to follow the regulations. Because...
I understand that you're trying to stick to the IPC regulations, and that's commendable. If this conflict with the Skyfaring Commission escalates, it won't just make...
Of course, I never wanted conflict with the Xianzhou. Like I said. Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case. Fine. I'll allow you to do the security and...
So, Mr. Scott...
Well, IPC's...
Yeah, you've got some insight.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Ling Sha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the law. I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected...
It doesn't matter?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said...
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more... Our ship will leave in a few days.
Your ship can leave whenever you want. According to the import and export regulation signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, normally it'll only take around 47 star count.
Only?
Why so surprised? You're still young.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about...
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that you're...
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection. Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right? Well, honestly, at least you're not as... Bro, just do the...
This lady...
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up! Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC!
Turn it off!
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
Time to test our rapport. Let's improvise.
Until everything burns to ashes! Time to land!
Nice like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Grace and elegance existence is unity. Every petal all will be swept away by the wind.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for...
I had no idea about it.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a...
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the sky.
I'm on it. Please follow me.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed... I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
The core of this device is what they call wetware.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the 10 Lords. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and... I had a feeling that the IPC...
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yanqing to be so...
can't argue with that. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Lawfu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
It's still early, so why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
I'm here to pay my respects.
All these years, the tides come and go.
You're a Lawfu native?
Yes. I grew up here. It's...
The view here would...
Oh, really?
Even if it's impressive, it's a...
Well, one in my humble opinion. My bad. Well, since you went through the entire Ambrosial Arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yan Qing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Linksha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy...
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, the Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission...
I may not know about politics.
I see. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to call. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well 30 years ago. My mentor served as alchemy. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of... And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than...
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission. Alas. Why... Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding...
Linksha, you're back!
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity...
What? You? You stole my sword!
I see. Let's...
Of course not. Unlike...
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects... Now that I see you again...
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense?
Just, you know the Cloud Knights say.
Fine! You don't have to commit...
Between these two...
It is my first day at the... Well, I didn't mean it in that. I've received reports that the...
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate...
Oh, it's so hard for me. Ever since the disciples of... If you want a contest,
Lingsha.
It's for your own...
That's really thoughtful of you.
So, are you... Let me say it again. Be careful when you draw your swords. Can we
Dreams do come true.
I'm so epic. Burn to ashes!
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
That's all you got? I like that confidence.
Bladed flight. Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
Right, psychic, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Strike apart. Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Firefly Type 4 is set for the speed of light!
That's all you got?
Bladed flight. Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
Join the battle. Resonate.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
In the mood for another beating? Initiate cleanup.
Stay in step.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Dreams do come true.
This is more than that fight. Set for the speed of light! Recalibrating. Firefly Type 4 in position. Fight!
That's all you got? Right, psychic, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
That's all you got?
Let's improvise.
Why don't you just give me back my sword? Consider yourself lucky that I'm not...
All you did was chopped... If you think you can just...
Well fought, my young friends. However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down...
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war day. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the War Dances ring? That way, you can resolve...
Grudges? No, not at all.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung...
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the dragon?
Fei Xiao? The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqi.
Looks like I'm...
Has heard of the great general, known to all and unbeknown to none.
Great General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Luofu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the Seat of Divine Foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Lingsha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the Seat of Divine Foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the Seat of Divine Foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air. Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours.
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the...
But... I know you're going to say...
But... the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding...
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters...
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Zhao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jingyuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome! I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace, it almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right? Can't you put a little more enthusiasm?
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. I've had my fair share.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Dan Heng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yao Qing and the Zhu Ming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
Need your extractor cleaned or your Starskip service?
NutriTreasure's longevity supplements are...
I don't believe in ghosts.
Cultured people love this.
What is your purpose for entering this?
Earlier at the Palace of Astrum, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Huayan. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to... These three braved great dangers.
Well, I skimmed through them, but despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly, over the years you've served the Alliance, there are those who doubt your loyalty. need for that.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder.
By introducing the Express's witness. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. Oh, by the way. Yes, it's this. There will be numerous. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challenge.
You humor me, Elder.
What's this?
This sword case is intended. I don't mean to boast about how it. I've been wondering. Moreover,
Thank you for.
If you want to give me a.
I know you're all about swordsmen. Yeah. And the outcome of our duel at the.
That's exactly what I had.
Not to be rude or anything.
While you both seem confident that we don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you.
How does that make.
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight, I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can...
Things are already complicated enough.
He strikes like lightning. As for Miss March...
I appreciate your kind words, Gen. Plus, I heard that each
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry.
Looks like March is curious.
So Miss Yunli has already.
General,
So you're.
Yang Qing. Teaching.
I see, General.
Now that Yang Qing has agreed too.
It's up to you.
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General Huayan.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around? General Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about? think we
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss.
Because General Huaiyan wants. But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tours, since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log, were given to the Alliance, and he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is what.
Elder Huaiyan is. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because in the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have.
Did we do something wrong? We really did save the Luofu.
Don't worry. No matter what happens, I'll stay here as a witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but as the Luofu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too?
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other.
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit fleet. Who would have thought? Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced.
Still stable, I suppose.
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament.
Jiao Chou. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou. Given my background,
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well, as your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish
the Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. Although the report from the Luofu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eon. The Luofu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Luofu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale-Gore. It is for these reasons that I have... Well, duty calls.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of... The Luofu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of... Unfortunately, for a long-life species...
That's true. And that's why I'm also here.
Hulei? You mean that Hulei? The Borisin Warhead?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou...
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve... Given the situation on the Luofu, those on the Yao Qing are concerned about Hulei's... That's why I was sent here. Well, not everything. There might...
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreck. However, someone had already...
Our people?
No, neither.
I'm still feeling sleepy. Did I oversleep? Where did March and Dan Heng go?
It's an honor to learn from you, Matt. Oh, in all those immersions and novels I watched, when apprentices want to pay their respects to their... Hey, why are you...
This is, let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about... I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least...
Fine. A promise is a promise.
Great! That...
March is in your hands now, Yen.
Dan Heng, do you even have a heart? By the...
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for hours.
Seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back?
Master Yun Li.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret?
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be as the host. I'll be teaching Miss March the essence.
Stand aside, rookie. Quickly. Over here, Miss March. This is a reverse...
What's this?
Sword practice requires precise...
You're awesome, Matt.
See? See?
Actually,
Huh? You have a gift.
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out and unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you.
Thank you, Master.
Bet you didn't see that one.
The real competition.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are... So what do you think, masters? Does this outfit...
Perfect. I chose it...
All right.
Wait.
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery. Come on. Step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements, so we can decide...
If you're ready, let's begin.
Peach blossoms and divine sword descend.
That broken sword.
Peach blossoms and divine sword descend.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then I apologize.
Ready to shine. You please have some tea.
Pay close attention, Miss March. Luofu's swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your movements. Practice is over. Swords descend!
Ignore him. Strength.
Like this?
Well done!
Oh, come on! Let me...
Yes, you! Time for swordplay! Strike apart! Right on time!
I'm starting to get the hang of it. good practice. With a true heart and focused mind. Here I come!
Mountains fall! Again! Right on time! Time for swordplay!
Here you go, Master!
Strike! Yes, you! Bladed flush! Practice is over. Swords descend!
Time to show you what I can. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! What? Yes!
What are you mumbling about?
Isn't this a sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool? Oh, I get it! Alright, check out this move! Within the self, not the
Strike with heart!
Yeah!
Right on time. Bladed flush!
I didn't
Miss March has quick hands.
However, she lacks strength. And
Given the situation,
her strength. Seriously.
I could ask you the same thing.
Instead of focusing on her
skilled sword masters know. Dearest,
hey, it's only my.
But it does matter.
Aww. Cheese. Let me see. Dear Himeko, Mr. As for me, one of them is Yench. Both masters are. I tried to drag her into this, but still, thanks to their guidance, looking forward to your.
Well,
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Perhaps I might have a shot at beating both.
Get real.
With your talent, Miss March, if you dedicate...
Decades? But...
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time.
Are you sure he was?
Oh, shut up.
Miss March, you're really...
Oh, let me see. Which sword?
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the sword master.
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how...
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the...
Why are you two arguing again?
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason... Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing...
You're...
What are you laughing at? I'm Jiaocho, the healer working for...
Ah, got it.
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything.
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you...
Well, from my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and it's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, for example, golden eggplant, taste...
All this...
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow...
So...
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble acad...
Why is this guy suddenly...
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine?
No?
This is called...
Is it...
Well, it depends on how it's used. With increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. This thing can save lives or take them.
That may be so, but still, I prefer...
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here.
Seems like you get real excited when talking...
Picture this. Two individuals. The one standing is full of malice. In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiao.
Well.
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for... And this is how the general war dance is the perfect...
That's quite an insightful statement. Hearing you speak so highly of it...
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship or the... Let's go. I'll give
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of this.
What's up, Mr. Jiao Cho?
No, it's not.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky Splitter. The venue for the...
It doesn't look all that impressive from this.
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Lawfu tomorrow, when the belt since I was a kid. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never even in each day. But then, after that, I had to pick up the pieces and try... Try to put... I often ask myself, while the General could teach me the... But after talking with you, Mr. J, as a member of the Cloud Knights, and that's why.
Oh, Yanqing.
Age doesn't really matter.
I get it.
It's not polite to ask.
I'm not asking your age.
You don't talk like a cook.
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather that I'd win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them. Given that Yanqing is the War Dance Ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened?
Oh, not judging from my profession. Well, we've seen...
What?
It's getting late, Miss March. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have...
Actually, this is a...
I understand.
Oh, just shut up, Red Fang! You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission. Dedicating yourself. I'm doing my best, all right, when the guns go. How's that? Who's there?
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection.
Hey, kids, didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer, Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and do what you want.
Sorry. I'll take...
Big sis!
Huh? Ever hunt planes? Yeah, sure.
You should.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize
What? Is he famous on the Lavu or something?
You have a
Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission. I have a feeling that if we follow my lead and be... close, Miss March. Just hang in there.
Let's just put the cargo here for Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done.
Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule.
Is it just me?
Don't be so paranoid.
Looks like they're planning to escape. They keep talking about their plans.
They're definitely up to something